Good afternoon. So, little update on my existence. I've been saying since 2021 that I am undateable, unmateable, unmatchable, unweddable, unmarriageable, unsexable, and there's one in there with an F word, and other things. I'm almost completely unfriendable, but I'm not unhireable. Let me tell you why I'm undateable. If you ever had the notion, concept, idea, thought, inkling, reaction, which I don't get very often, by the way. So, just in case, I just wanted to let you know why it's not a good idea. Okay? Case in point, which people have stolen my actual experience because I did this. They didn't. Or maybe they did it after they heard about it. Or maybe they had a way of doing it before me. But they probably didn't steal from me. I had a taxi driver pursuing me and kind of stalking me and not really sure why. But finally I said, okay, I'll go on a date. I pick going to a grocery store that has a little eat-in area, buy my own food, and sit there, and I've got my questions already, because I can just basically figure out if you're dateable to me. And one of the things is prejudice. I can't deal with prejudice. So I get into like, so are you racist at all? Do you have any problems with race? Do you have any problems with, that sort of stuff? Because I can't do that. Kind of go through that. I'm feeling a little bit in there, and I'm like, meh. Okay, it doesn't quite cancel them out. Next, are you homophobic? Because I can't do that either. Not only that, but I used to identify, even at that time, as being on a sort of spectrum. I fall in love with a person, not their parts, my saying since the 90s, which has also been ripped off. And no one can really say my claims. So, I'm asking him about being homophobic, and he comes up with, like, he has a sibling who's gay, and is, kind of about, and I'm just like, okay, this doesn't sound right, because he's kind of homophobic in that, and I'm just like, okay, well, this kind of, cancels you out, and then, I explain that, and then he tells me that I'd have to get tested, like STD, STI, HIV tested. Number one, I never said that we would ever even touch each other, let alone have sex. And number two, woman-on-woman transmission rates, idiot, are so low that to hear you profess some ignorance like that makes me question, I don't know, not just your sanity, but, like, who did he think he was speaking to? I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm all like, it just, so, whatever it is, I'm all like, I just can't deal with it. If you're prejudiced, I don't want to deal with it. And let's face it, 90% of the world's canceled out just because I'm fat. So, thank you for that. I mean, people are just prejudiced and ignorant and stupid. I can't help it. I mean, they could, but it helps me. I'm all like, people just cancel people out because of how they look, how fat they are, and it's like, thank you so much for being an asshole. I'm all like, that makes my life easier, actually. So, long and short and long, I'm undateable. I don't date. Chances are, we're not going to match or mate up in, a lot. And most people are trying to change somebody into somebody that they're not. I came up with, I'm not a, come on everybody, I know you heard back in the 90s, I'm not a fixer-upper. I'm not a project. I'm not someone to change into who you want me to be. That means you didn't really want me, you wanted somebody else. So please think about that when you are dating. When you're mating. Meaning when you're going through the process of dating, being a fiance, going to get married, how much are they trying to change you? How much are they trying to mold you? And go, you know what? I'm cool just by myself.